Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your next fight. This is a Thai boxing match. Please welcome to the...
We are back underway at Fight for Charity 6. In the red corner, we have Dan Crane. This is a Thai boxing bout, three 3-minute rounds. Dan Crane is experienced in both Muay Thai and MMA. It will be interesting to see him back in the Thai boxing rule set. His last fight was an MMA fight, but it was very much a Thai boxing MMA fight. He was against another stand-up fighter, and he utilised his Muay Thai experience very well. I'm sure he'll be able to do it again tonight. Dan Crane showing off that tash from Movember. Also sporting the dyed blonde hair, trying to channel that inner Charles Oliveira that we all have in us.
Frankly, magnificent look.
I can't disagree.
Your blue corner fighter for this Muay Thai bout is Max Bender.
Fighting out of Banbury Martial Arts Centre. Another one of their keen young fighters looking for more experience, especially in the Thai boxing realm. They have a good Thai boxing program there, and this will be another experienced fighter for Dan Crane to come up against.
Exactly, Sam. And we've had a few BMAC fighters tonight, so you can guarantee that the support in this building is brilliant.
The support for all the BMAC fighters so far has been excellent. I'm sure it will continue throughout the rest of the fights.
In fact, we've got the rampant BMAC fan base right behind us.
We do. We hope you can still hear us, by the way.
This Muay Thai bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds.
With that touch of gloves, we are underway.
Nice teep there from Dan.
Lovely teep return. Beautiful 1-2 by Bending. Very, very quick hands by Bending.
Max Bending throwing those 1-2s.
He switched stance here into the southpaw, back in orthodox.
Nice work there by Bending to ensure that these exchanges happen on his terms.
He's backing up well and then firing when he sees the openings. Pressuring Crane to the cage here. He'll look for some heavy knees.
He's making Dan feel his weight. He's making the most of being the taller man.
Yes, the taller man can often drape themselves over their shorter counterpart and really put their weight over them and drain their batteries.
The longer this clinch goes on, the harder it is for Dan to break away.
And he is returning these, but his aren't as powerful. He hasn't got the leverage behind him that Max does. Max is winning this clinch exchange. Crane using that knee shield to frame, but he's still eating knees.
Both fighters being active in this clinch.
really utilising his knees well in particular.
Yeah, you'd have to give the edge to Benning so far. He's really making the most of the height.
Crane should really try and get out of this clinch. He's getting hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. Max is absolutely punishing Dan for staying in this clinch.
That's the end of the first round. You have to give it to Max Benning there. An excellent clinch display. Beautiful knees. He had Dan Crane all around the edges of the cage here, taking knees.
Yeah, you're right, Sam. That was a strong round for Max. He really imposed himself on Dan in those clinches.
Not only the clinches, the boxing range. Being the longer man, he landed some clean, straight shots.
Yeah, he hit a good sequence of those 1-2s. He really made the most of that range. I think for Dan, he needs to show some feints to draw out counters and then enter in off those in the open range. It's going to be hard for him to compete with Max because Max is bringing these exchanges in on his terms. So Dan needs to draw out some punches and counter those.
He does. He needs to be in a very specific range. He can't be too far away where Max can hit him and he can't hit Max. But he also doesn't want to be too close where Max can use that vicious tie clinch again.
Yeah, Max has been very effective in the clinch.
Looks like he'll open up southpaw in this round.
Max straight away pressuring Dan towards the cage and towards that dangerous clinch.
Beautiful uppercuts. Dan turns him, but he immediately gets returned back to the cage wall.
Max is really controlling Dan's weight here.
An excellent display of clinch work from Max Benning. He clearly feels he's got the advantage here.
He's doing a fantastic job at pinning Dan to the cage and ripping those knees to the body. Being the taller man as well, he can bring that nice and high towards the sternum.
Another nice knee. Oh! They're getting through very viciously.
Good blocking by Dan. He did not let that barrage to continue.
And Max just walks him over to the other side of the cage and continues to fire with those knees. Dan cannot get out of this clinch. He needs to frame on the head and push. He may eat one knee, but it's better than eating two or three.
Yeah, if I was Dan, I'd prioritise breaking away from the clinch rather than trying to land knees of my own.
Max Benning is clearly getting the better part of these exchanges.
He's really making Dan feel his weight in those clinches. He's doing a fantastic job.
As you mentioned earlier in the fight night, hanging your weight on someone's head is very tiresome. Dan's popped his head out, but he does need to return, get his back off the cage and look for space. That's the end of the second round here. It really does seem like Dan's going to need a finish if he wants to win this fight. Max Benning fighting a perfect fight in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right, Sam. Max doing a fantastic job of pressuring Dan towards the cage. I mean, it was second before he had him pinned against the cage wall there. It's hard to contend with if you're Dan. He needs to break away, and he's going to have to secure the finish in this round if he wants victory.
You're absolutely right. I don't see a decision going his way. Max has been utterly dominant so far, so Dan really needs to look for a finish. He's got power in his hands. He needs to utilise it.
And for Max this round, he just needs to do more of the same.
You're absolutely right. I don't see him changing his game plan at all. It doesn't seem like Dan has the ability to break that very, very strong clinch that Max Benning is opposing on him.
He's defeated. You've got him, Max. He's going.
And with that touch of gloves, we start the third and final round of this Muay Thai bout. Straight back into the clinch for Max.
Nice break there by Dan to get some uppercuts in.
He's continued trying to get his back off the cage wall. He can't stay here.
This is it. This is where Max has been hurting him so far.
Dan briefly off the cage wall. He needs to separate and throw, but he's against the cage again.
Nice uppercuts there by Max, looking for the finish.
Max fighting a very smart fight. There's no need to brawl when he's almost certainly got a decision in the bag. Dan fighting with all his will, but he just seems outclassed so far in this specific area of the fight.
A few nice right hooks to the body there by Max. Good idea to mix it up.
Another nice knee.
Stiff knee there.
Max doing exactly what he needs to do to win.
Yeah, Max
He
looking to
unloads
finish.
and immediately clinches.
Max is doing a great job of not letting Dan break away. You know, he'll land a few strikes, then he'll go back to the clinch with the knees. He's giving Dan nothing.
I completely agree. He's just shutting down all of Dan's offense. As soon as Dan has a chance to break away and offer some counters, they're just not there.
It's been a courageous performance by Dan, but Max has really been applying that
He
pressure
hasn't
so
wilted.
effectively.
Hasn't wilted one moment, Dan. Very, very proud of his performance, he should be, but he was just outclassed, and Max Bending performed absolutely brilliantly. Max Bending and the crowd he has brought along with him seem almost certain of his victory, as are we. I don't think this goes any other way, and Max should be very, very proud of his performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it for both fighters. And the winner, by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner.
Beautiful display of Muay Thai there by Max Bending, utilising the clinch, which we haven't seen too much of in the previous Muay Thai bouts. We've seen a lot more distance striking. That was a clinch dominant performance, and an excellent one at that.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Sam. Yeah, I think you're right. A lot of people haven't been utilising that clinch tonight, but Max Bending very quickly identified that that was the area of the fight where he had the advantage, and he did not let up. He did not give Dan any space to breathe.